Hi, my name is Bob, and you would be amazed at what you can get done right in your very own two-car garage. Alright, here we go with Cut-Off Saw 101. Now, I've got two different types of saws here, and they do go by different names. Sometimes they're called a cut-off saw, Mitre Box Saw, sometimes they're called a chop saw. But there are basically two types. This is the basic Mitre Box Saw right here. This one happens to be a Makita, and it's a good brand. This will cut, of course, a 90-degree angle, but then you can cut your angles here by loosening. Usually there's a lever that locks in one way or another, and so I can go anywhere from 0 to 45 on this side. I can go a little bit beyond 45 on this side, which is a nice little feature on this particular cut-off saw, or Mitre Box Saw. This is a compound Mitre Box Saw. This one happens to be a Hitachi, which is also a good brand. I like them a lot. And what this particular saw allows you to do, or saws like this, is you can cut both miters and bevels. This way is called the miter, and this way is called the bevel. So I can lay pieces flat down in here and lock it at an angle that way, and I can flip it this way and lock it at an angle that way, and I can cut like pieces of crown molding, things like that. One thing that I really like about this saw is that it gives you a little more depth to work with. So I can cut like a full-size shelf on here, which makes this a really nice saw for the shop. Alright, here we go with the actual operation of the saw. Now I've set this up, I've clamped it down with a couple of C-clamps. This particular saw will flip over if you don't clamp it down. I made myself a little table that has supports on both ends, so the wood just doesn't fall away. You can also get one of these little gizmos, which are nice, because they can hold up the material for you as well. But I am ready to go, so I'm going to make a mark at 16 inches. I'm going to turn the saw on, make sure it gets to full speed, and then just pull it through. That little piece of wood right there, and knock it away like that. I don't like to get in the habit of sticking my hands down there. And of course, we can do this. Lock it in position. Or we can do this. And this, so that we can make that. Pretty cool, huh? The basic Mitre Box Saw does a lot. Alright, here we go with probably my favorite type of cut-off saw, compound Mitre Box Saw. This one works a little bit differently. You're going to push your wood up against the fence just like normally, but this time we're going to pull the saw out like this, drop it down, push it through like that. And it's important that you do it that way. If you use it like a regular radial arm saw, and as you drop it down like this and try to pull it through, it's going to get away from you. It's going to come flying out and probably just going to scare you. Here we go. So I can cut a nice thick shelf this way. Nice wide shelf this way. And of course, I can also do this. And what I really like about the compound Mitre Box Saw is that it easily allows me to cut the proper angles on a piece of crown molding by just laying it down in there flat. So I've written the angles down, My bevel is going to be 33.86 and my miter is going to be 31.62. Now, you just got to get it close, really close, and fortunately on this saw there are some drop-ins. I'm going to set my bevel first, and there is a little drop in there and a mark. So there we go. I got that one set, and there's my miter. There's a drop in for that, and there's a mark. It's a smart saw. And now I'm going to go ahead and make my cuts. I just did that backwards. And looky there. The perfect angle for a piece of crown molding. I can do it either inside, I can either do an inside corner or an outside corner. Alright, well that's the powerized Mitre Box Saw. You gotta have one of these for your shop. Watch your fingers. Wear your safety glasses. You're going to do great things with this saw. Alright, thanks for watching. Now we're going to end today on a philosophical note. If you have kids that are in school, go to every open house and every back to school night. Be unashamedly present in their lives. And when you come home, make sure you share your barbecued potato chips.